What's up, guys? In this video, I'm going to share how I automatically find lookalike companies anytime we close a new customer. We do the same thing for our clients as well. We do this using a tool called Ocean. I'm sure a lot of people are familiar. Among many other things, it's best known for finding lookalike companies. So you input the domain of, let's say, your customer, and it will show you a list of very similar companies. So the platform on its own is great. Just in case people haven't seen it, let's say Gong is a customer. You pop that in there, it's going to show you a list of similar companies, and then you can filter down that list much further by a ton of other things, including things that you don't normally see, like web traffic, funding amount, but obviously the basics like company location, industry, keywords, employee size, department size, etc. So, anyways, this platform is great on its own for finding lookalikes. We use the API within Clay, and I'll show you an example here. So, in some cases with our clients, we will actually have the input be, let's say, HubSpot. And then anytime there's a new customer, that pushes it into this Clay table. But this is just an example here. Gong is not actually my customer. I just figured I'd use it because a lot of people know Gong. So, for example, let's say we have a new customer. Anytime we do, we just input that customer's name and domain. What Ocean is doing here is finding a list of lookalike companies. And so we can give it criteria like a minimum number of results, a minimum lookalike score. If we only want the best, we can set that to like 99. And then obviously all the other stuff like company size, location, etc. So what it's doing is it's finding those lookalike companies and it's sending them to this table, as you can see here. So it's found 10 lookalike companies. What I thought is really interesting, by the way, is you get a ton of data in terms of, let me find a few examples. So web traffic, where was a good example here? Funding round, funding amount, funding date, technologies. Like all of this is just out of the box, which I think is awesome. You can see department size for every single department, which is really interesting. And there's obviously ways you can use this within your messaging. And just a bunch of other stuff. So I just thought that was interesting. A lot of times you have to enrich that further in Clay, but you get all that information out of the box. And then from there, what we're doing is we're finding the people, right? So I'm sure a lot of people are familiar with this, but then we find the people at those lookalike companies. It automatically enriches for their email, and then it's going to send them to Smart Lead and Hey Reach. Now, again, this is just an example campaign I wanted to show you guys. But you truly can, from end to end, from new customer sign via like a HubSpot integration, which again, just want to remind you, this is an example. I don't want to show you like real customer data, to finding lookalike companies, to finding people and pushing them directly to campaigns. You can just have this running on your own. So I thought this is something I wanted to share because we're starting to test it with more and more clients. And it's really exciting. It's a great way to get very targeted leads across the board. So yeah, let me know if you have any questions. And as always, if you guys want me to set this up for you, just shoot me a DM or book a call through our site. Thanks.